Now, here in Washington, the nation's capital, the neighborhood of Anacostia is considered one of the most dangerous and difficult areas of the country. But a woman familiar with the dangers of crime and drugs has set up a mental health practice there to counsel young girls in the community. VOA's Brent Latham has this week's edition of Making a Difference.
Satira Streeter, inner city psychologist.
Making a difference in your world.
Welcome to Girl Scout meeting.
Satira Streeter is having fun with these girls, who are working together on their homework for the first time as Girl Scouts.
I would do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate.
2 years ago, Streeter started the first Girl Scout chapter in Anacostia, a Washington, D.C. neighborhood plagued by crime, school dropouts, and teenage pregnancy. She is determined to help neighborhood girls build the resilience and self-confidence needed to stay in school and avoid drugs and early pregnancy.
I come to this community for the girls, to show them that there's, you have other options, and life doesn't always have to be like this, even though this is all you've ever seen.
After graduating with honors as a psychologist, Streeter could have gone most anywhere, but she decided to open a therapy practice she called Ascension's Community Services in this neighborhood, where no one else offered mental health treatment.
I feel like, it wasn't me and then them. It was, I needed to come to help us to do things and to be better.
Streeter, along with fellow therapist Kia Mills and another colleague, offer family therapy and parenting classes. Here, they talk about the Girl Scouts who often stop by after classes.
Don't forget your homework.
In her first 3 years, Streeter worked without pay. When a local philanthropic group noticed the psychologist's work, it contributed $50,000. Streeter says when she grew up in a neighborhood like Anacostia, others mentored her through her tough childhood. Now, she says it is time to give back.
I owed that much to this community to come and give back as much as I possibly could.
Streeter was in foster care by age 11. She never knew her father and lived with a mentally ill mother who could not take care of her.
After spending a lot of time in the hospital, she began to self-medicate with crack cocaine, so she spent most of my teenage years as a crack addict.
Satira Streeter does not consider herself religious, but she says her rich spiritual life has held her together.
I have a lot of faith that I can make a difference, and back then I had a lot of faith that my life would be different than the lives I saw.
She says perhaps one day she could marry and have a family of her own. For now, Streeter feels a call to help and the joy of giving back to a community that years ago allowed her to come out and succeed against the odds. For producer Zulima Palacio, this is Brent Latham for VOA's Making a Difference in Washington, D.C.